Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a tier list for the Apex Legends heirlooms slash mythic skins. So the mythic skins are basically the characters for anyone that doesn't know, and the heirlooms are all the melee weapons. Now keep in mind that these cosmetics, they they all cost, each one costs roughly the price of like three brand new day one release PS5 games. They are not cheap. They are huge investments. They're not cheap. So if I'm a bit negative or bitchy towards certain ones, keep that in mind. Yeah. Um, Secondly, this is just my personal preference on the appearance of the items or the skins. It's not anything to do with me liking specific characters or um, anything else other than just the look and the design of the skin, the weapon. Okay, so keep that in mind. And I'm gonna try and be unbiased, but I will stress out that I have, how many heirlooms do I have? I have one, two, three, four, five. I've got five heirlooms. Okay. Um, so I don't own all the heirlooms, so I can't necessarily go based on some of them how they feel in game. But I have obviously watched the videos and I get the rough idea, having owned like five different ones, what they are and what they're going to be like. Um, okay, so I'll maybe start off and just pick the ones that I own first, just to put them out there. Now, it might look big on your screen, but this is very small. I've had to cut out the box in the way I'm capturing it, so it's really tiny on my computer screen what I'm actually looking at. When I upload it, it won't look like that, but just keep that in mind. I'm trying to, yeah, that's the new Crypto Blade. So this one here is the Crypto Blade I've got. I'm a Crypto main. That's my character. But I'm not one of those guys that exclusively plays one character. I for the battle pass and everything, you've got to keep in mind when all you play is Apex Legends, you can do that. But when you maybe have a couple hours after workout and stuff, after work and after spending time with your kids, you don't have like hours that you can sit all day playing this game. So maybe if I've got a couple hours every night, if I want to play video games. Sometimes I don't even want to play Apex. Sometimes I want to play just like Street Fighter or I want to play something else. So I don't have enough time to, invest. So to do the battle pass, I have to play a lot of characters that I don't like all the time, which really irritates me. It's one of the things that I really hate about Apex is the fact that for me, just to be able to unlock the stuff in the battle pass, I have to play characters that I don't even enjoy. So this might sound stupid, but half of my experience playing Apex, I'd probably say more than like around 60% of the time I'm playing Apex, I'm not enjoying the game. I'm only getting to enjoy the game 40% of the time, and the way I want, because if I'm playing just the characters that I want to play, Crypto, and then a couple of my backup mains like Loba or Revenant, if I'm in Caustic, if I'm just playing those characters, I'm not gonna be putting in enough time to unlock everything and get these reactive skins and do challenges to get like the new reactive flatline, for example. But anyway, we'll get past that. We're gonna start off, and this one, it might be biased, but it's also not. The Crypto Blade is going straight up to S, and because there is a recolor out, we're just gonna go and put that one up there as well because they're identical. And in fact, I think the new recolor is actually even nicer with the gold and the blue and everything. But this blade, it's so cool in game. The sound effect, it's got like a kind of mechanical ching 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 kind of when it expands and stuff, and just the way it looks, it's such a well designed heirloom as well. It's really big, but the way he holds it up at that angle, it's at the top of your screen, it keeps your entire screen clear, and it's just one of the best done heirlooms, and you can see the whole heirloom. You're not missing any of it like some of the other ones. And believe it or not, a lot of the time people love to do the kind of rotating the heirloom thing. This one has a really, really good rotation thing. It doesn't look like it would because of the size of it, but when you move back and forward with Crypto and you're doing different things, he's constantly dropping it and like, and then kind of twisting his wrist to bring it back up again, and it works really well when you're in game. It's really fun to use, and just overall, it's just a brilliant designed heirloom. Let me just take a second to pause while I have some of my coffee in my Star Wars cup, my 5th cup of coffee today, and yeah, that's not good. I know it's not good. Okay, and I own this one. I don't own the new one that's came out, but I need to get that for the... That's annoying as well, the fact that I need to buy the same heirloom twice, because this one comes with a finisher, whereas this one doesn't. That's why we're just rating the appearance, because there's certain heirlooms that come with different things, and it's just... I kind of felt like... I always felt like I knew they didn't do it because they were going to sell it back to us, but I felt like because these they don't do any extra damage in game, I always felt like the heirloom should have all came with a free heirloom finisher. That should have came. Like, I don't know why I have to get like with this one here, for example, I get a voice line that says, I'll find you. Like, yeah, thank you. Can you find the £160 that I spent on this heirloom, please, and give it back to me, because I don't want that voice line. Whereas this one comes with an awesome banner frame, and it comes with a really, really cool finisher with incorporating the blade into the finisher. So it's annoying, yeah. But obviously this one came out a lot of time before this one. But anyway, Crypto has to go up into S tier. I am a Crypto main, but you will find that it is actually a genuine S tier one. And the next one that I'm gonna put in. And for the recolors, for example, like the Wraith Kunai, we're just going to put them both together in the slots, and because I feel like, well, you know what, I will not do that with the Revenant one, but I will do it with the Wraith and the Crypto ones, because I think that they both are equal, and I'll explain why, because I'm going to go ahead and put the Wraith Kunai both into S tier as well. And this one, although I think this one is this one is better than this one, I think they're both S tier. I wouldn't drop that to an A tier. And with these two again, it's just going to come down to which one has they both look awesome, okay? They both look amazing. It's going to come down to which color theme you like best, and what comes with this one and what comes with that one that you prefer, that you're going to go for. But this is the OG classic. This is the original heirloom. When this came out, everyone lost their mind, and if you had this back in the day, I mean, you can go back and check my channel. I was playing Apex Legends in the very first week the game dropped, and I've never stopped playing it since. I've took seasons off, like 5 and 6. I regret that now, but I took seasons off, because in between, but since day one, I've regularly been playing the game, and in the very first week, the first character I was playing was Wraith, and that was my main character until Crypto came out. But yeah, this OG skin and this OG heirloom and the recolor, they're both amazing. They feel so good in the game, and they're so just clean and simple, and got the best rotation, and they just feel great to hold in your hand when you're Wraith. You just feel like such a badass. They're both S tier. I'm gonna go. So I own the original. I own this, and I own this. I don't own the two recolors. Okay. Let me see. Next up, we'll do the Revenant one, the two Revenant ones. So I believe this one is the original, and this one looks like the recolor. If I'm wrong, when it comes up on the screen, then just rotate it in your mind. But I think from what I can see, remember, it's really small on my screen, this one's going to go into A, and this one's going to go into S. The reason I'm going to separate these ones, I'm trying not to think about anything that comes with them, although this one does come with one of the best, probably the best banner frame in the game. Okay, but we're just talking about the heirlooms just now. These ones, they all are almost equal, other than the fact that the colours are different. Whereas this one, it just feels like it's slightly better than this one. This one just feels a bit wet. This one, when it comes out, you would definitely say S tier, but when this one came out, it doesn't just look like a recolor. It looks like there's just that little bit more to it than this one. That's why I need to kind of knock this one down to A tier. But honestly, you can't go wrong. If you like this one better than this one, then just get this one. It's an amazing heirloom. It's just this one has got a little bit more of that kind of bling to it that just makes it pop a little bit more. But yeah, these are some of the most satisfying heirlooms to have. I've got this one, the recolor one. The reason I actually got that is, I mean, I would have been happy with either. I do like this one better than that one, but also this one, like I said, it comes with such a sick ass banner frame that you just can't pass up on it. And I play a lot of Revenant since the Reborn version came out. I love his jump. I love the way he can, just climb around. And his new, I used to want to like the Death Totem, but I just really didn't like it. But I like his new main and his new ultimate in this. So this one S, this one A. Then the other heirloom that I have, one, two, three. What did I say? I had 5. Oh yeah, okay, I know what they are. So the other heirloom that I have, where is it? My eyes. I don't see it. Other. Okay, Okay, so the Octane butterfly knife here. The recolor doesn't appear to be in here, so this must have. Yeah, I don't see the recolor anywhere in here. But the recolor I would put in the same bit as this, because once again it's a purpley blue, reddy orange kind of theme, whereas this one is the black, green, and silver kind of original, and I wouldn't really separate them. This one I think you've got to put in. You got to. I'm floating around A or B. Let me just have some more of my coffee. Maybe that'll help me decide. Oh, delicious. Hold on, because I'm trying to look here, because I don't want to have one line just all filled up. But I also, I used to play a lot of Octane. Kind of went off him when they really nerfed his stim damage a few seasons back. I've been playing a lot of him again this season, but we're just thinking about the heirloom, especially now that it's got a few more animations since the update. It once again, like the kunai, it's out of your way. And one thing else I'll say about heirlooms, this crypto one and this revenant one, I for some reason find it harder to be accurate with them as opposed to these small ones like this Wraith kunai and this knife. I feel like I'm much more accurate with them, so I am gonna just keep it up in A, because I think it's a really unimposing one. It doesn't get in your way, but it's also, the animations are really, really cool for it. And with Octane just running around, and when he spins it around in his hands and stuff, and the rotating, it's really clean overall, and it's just really good. It's a solid heirloom. I'll put it in A. And then the other heirloom that I have is the Loba fan. And do I want to get ahead of myself? Do I want to put that in S? I'm thinking S or A. Okay. Well, I would kind of hope that all heirlooms should be around S or A, considering the price of them. I'm just noticing that I've not went outside of that yet, so don't worry. But you got to remember, these are the heirlooms that I've all purchased because, I think they are like that. But the Loba fan, I want to give it S. I really do. But I think if I'm being fair, it's an A, which is still awesome. I mean, look, it's alongside these, man. But this one it's in game. The design wise, it looks really cool. You got like the claw kind of nails there at the ends of each tip. The color of it's like, and they're like a really subtle like pink color, and then you've got this. It looks really nice in game. One of the best things about this is just the spin effect when it closes up in the little hole there, and she puts her finger through and just kind of rotates it and flips it. It's like this kunai. You can have so much fun just spinning that around as you're going, and like a lot of the smaller ones, I find that it's a lot easier to hit with and attack, and it has just a really nice sound effect. Sorry, that's the one thing I was said about that we kept this one off being an S1 is the sound effect. It's nothing really special. These have an amazing sound effect. So do the Revenant ones. The Kunai has a good sound effect, not great, but this has a really nice sound effect as well. That's a lot of the big thing for the heirlooms, but yeah, I think A is fair. So we've got all of my ones out the way. Now we're going to go ahead and pick the ones that I'm going to go ahead and pick this. I like Fuse a lot, but I'm going to have to put this into E because one, I just think it's most of it isn't even on screen. You're paying for something that you can't even see. It's stupid to me. And then the fact it's like really big like this, and it's just you don't really get to enjoy what the heirloom is, and I think it's just a shame. I think it would have been much cooler if he had that gold grenade from I can't remember what it was, the original thing with him and Mad Maggie, where there's that backstory with the gold grenade. Have the little charm for it. That would have been cool. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one. I don't really like the design, and I just think they could have done Fuse a lot better. But maybe because of his annoying cluster bombs, he deserves that. Another one that I'm not big on. Where is it? No, I love this character, even though I'm a Crypto main. I do love him. He's like the brother you love to hate. Mirage. I'm gonna have to put him down in E as well because yeah, it's funny and it's goofy, but I don't want to pay £160, $170, $80 for that, whatever it is. I don't want to pay that for, some joke trophy. It's like, I mean, I understand, like, I get the idea behind it. I really, really do, but I just think that when I'm paying for something like that, I want it to be some sort of badass weapon like this. I don't want it to be some stupid thing like that. That's, again, like, the thing with this. Like, I know why they've done it. I understand it. But I kind of feel like the melee weapons, the melee heirlooms, they should all be weapons. They should be something, No, and I completely understand the idea behind them, but I just feel like it's a bit of a letdown. And that's also why I am going to put Watson's little thing down here in E. I love Watson, and Crypto and Watson mains, we had to wait ages for our heirlooms, and I was so scared, but Crypto guys, we got well looked after, ironically, when we're the lowest picked character in the game. But I just think, like, Watson, man, like, if you weren't gonna give her a weapon and you're gonna give her something stupid like that, why not give her a Nessie plush? Why not give her like a random Nessie sock with like snooker balls inside of it, or pool table balls that she like has inside of it, and she kind of swings them around and smacks you on the head with, or a little Nessie plush that she swings and hits you with. Like come on, you could have done so much better. I get it, she's shocked, so you're using something that I don't know what this is, the name of it. I know it's something like to do with electrical stuff, but it's just like, come on, you could have done so much better than that for Watson. I just think that's like, it's one of those things where they tried to like overthink it a bit, and yeah, it's just a bit of a letdown. Okay. So next up, what should we do? Okay, we could do the Ash nunchucks. I think the Ash nunchucks are... yeah, I think they're about a C. Ash is a character that... she's one of those ones I love to play. Not one of my... so my main is Crypto, but then I have a few backups, whereas if I'm wanting to take a break, I'll go like somewhere like Wraith, Loba, Caustic, or Revenant. I'll go one of them, yeah? But if there's something on the battle pass and none of those characters are available on my main, and Ash is one of the ones available, I'll choose Ash, and I'll kind of keep playing Ash until I, play the amount of games that you need to play for her or something, and I'll happily do that. I really enjoy the character. This one, it's not so much that I don't like the idea of nunchucks. A lot of people were pissed off that she got nunchucks, like it didn't suit her character. I mean, I think it does suit her character. I just don't like the design overall. I think they look more like a toy than something. It would have been nice to have, and then the big spikes that shoot out at the end. I mean, I think that just looks a bit. I don't know. There's something about it that just comes across as a bit tacky, but there are elements to it that I really like, and I do like the kind of blue glowing color in the, the animation where she does the pose and stuff. But I think it could have been designed much better, and I don't know why they rushed that one out when there are other legends that are, that are still waiting for stuff that they could have easily done. I think that one was one where they could have put a bit more thought and time into the design of it. Like, it would have been nice to have, I don't know, a bit more. I don't know. There's something just a little bit off about it, but there's also enough there to where it's not bad. So I'm happy to just put that kind of mid tier. Next up, Caustic Hammer. I don't know why there's a lot of people that don't like this, but I actually really do love this. I'm gonna put that up in A because it's one of those ones that I think it suits Caustic so well. The design, just the design of it, the way it looks, the way it feels in game, the sound effect from the hammer when it hits, you really do feel like that kind of thud behind it. I don't own it, but I've seen people using it, and that sound effect when it hits them, it feels like they're being smacked with this big metal hammer. And then like the gas effect that comes out it when you hit people and stuff. I just think it's a sick design. It's like really, really cool, and it is definitely. I kind of want to get this one next as my next heirloom but the fact that the crypto one has came out that I don't have and I need the finisher, I'm probably gonna get I'm probably gonna be tempted to get that. I mean, I would like to get that, but I think when I've got the heirloom credits, I'll be tempted to buy this one. But if I don't get this one because I've got this and I can wait, then I think as a weapon next, I would get this one. So we'll carry on with Caustic, and what we'll do is we'll take the mythic skin for Caustic to match his heirloom. And I kind of feel like the recolor of the Caustic hammer will be the same kind of green as this skin here to match up with it. But this is an S tier skin. This skin. Now remember, we're not taking into account the finisher that you get with this when you unlock it and stuff, which is amazing as well. But this final tier, just the kind of digital skull on the helmet there, the venom looking, the serpent fangs, the scales, everything in this design, it is like just S tier. It's like the best out of all the mythic skins so far. I think this is one of the best. The reason I'm hesitant to say I'm getting this next is because you need to get the kills to evolve this. I was kind of tempted to get this and then get that and then get that, which kind of sounds like I'm going to be just picking them up, but that's likely going to be like a year between all that because I'm not going to be just spamming my money into it anymore. But hopefully we might get lucky. Weirdly enough, I have only ever pulled 2 heirlooms out of my 5. Out of my 5, 3 of them I purchased from events. I've only pulled 2 of them since playing the game since the very first week of launch. I think day 4 is the day I jumped in of the release of the game, and I've only pulled 2 heirlooms in packs. That's how hard it is to get them. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, S tier for that. Next we'll do Bangalore. Why don't we give should we do Bangalore's mythic skin? Or we'll do her knife first. I think Bangalore's knife is a solid B. Really like the design. I like the kind of glow of it, although I think it would have been cool if it was this orange color to match the skin, her mythic skin. Obviously the knife came out a long time before, but I think that's why I think they seem to be all over the place with the planning of it. I think because they're having to go back and correct a lot of their things rather than just doing them right from the start. But I think the knife would have been so much nicer if it had that kind of orange glow or a red glow, but I do really like it. I think B is a fair place for this. It's a really good design. The way that she uses it in game, the kind of twist and everything, the sound effect, really cool. And the mythic skin, I think you could put in. If we're just going with the skin, B tier, but she does have a it because well with the mythic skins, because the skins. See, I want to. The finisher that comes with this skin is what makes me want to put it in A, but we'll put it in B to match the knife. But the finisher that she has, where she does like the little um, fight scene and then stabs them with the kind of red blade, is so fucking badass. But yeah, I think B tier for this one. Although no, sorry, this one's going up to A. Bangalore's this one is definitely A. I like this. And when you actually, obviously you can't see with this, but if you go and look at it online in the game and you zoom in, the level of detail, it looks plain here, but the level of detail just in the different textures of the suit, the camouflage bit, and the parts that are glossy and metallic and everything, just the different levels of detail in this suit, it's really, really cool. This suit, and it's really clean. It's just like a military badass suit, and with that finisher, yeah, I really like that. I can't even see what this is. Oh, it's the Valkyrie one, isn't it? Lifeline, I think we're going to put you... Dun, 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 dun. I put you with Ash. It's not bad, but there's definitely something there that just doesn't feel like it's... It just feels like there's something missing. The thing I love most about this, weirdly enough, is the actual sound when you hit someone. It has almost like a kind of electric drum sound where it's like... Dum, dum, dum. It's like a kind of electric thud sound, and it's like it just sounds so satisfying when you see people using it. And I like the fact that it's two heirlooms and they're kind of crossed over, but they just don't. I don't know. There's something just a bit missing. I can't quite put it up in B, and I don't want to put it anywhere below C. But yeah, Lifeline. Bloodhound, should we do you? Okay, Bloodhound, the axe, I will say, is... The axe, where am I going to put the axe? The axe is probably... It probably is A because of how clean it is. It's not massive, so it's not taking up all of your screen. The raven at the end, the glow of the red, the handle, the little dangly bit, the kind of carvings in the side of the handle, really, really cool design. And it just it's just like one of those hunter axes. It's like one of those ones that you see that's not the massive ones, it's the ones that you can kind of see them throwing. I forgot what that is when they do that, where they kind of throw it at like a board, almost like a dartboard. But it's yeah, it's really, really cool design. And then we'll go for his mythic skin, which I actually think, again, along with the finisher with this one, which is very Predator-esque, with the cannon on his shoulder that shoots the laser beams, well, the plasma beams or blasts, whatever. I just think that the colour, I don't know why they chose to go with the orange colour. The orange and blue, it's like, they seem to have the... Apex does this thing where they seem to have these weird colour schemes that they just really love to reproduce all the time. I would have liked this one, and this one, something about this, the head, it feels like we've had the head design on this before. I don't know, it just feels like I've seen that on other Bloodhound skins, and it doesn't feel like... This caustic skin feels like a mythic skin, you know? These two, they just feel like really, really good legendary skins, but they've got these amazing finishers that come with them. Like this skin and this skin should be B on their own, but with the finishers that come with them, I mean, I know I'm not doing that for these kind of ones because I don't think that's fair, but because the skin and the finisher go together, and it's the only way you can get that one. I guess, I don't know. There's something about them. I feel like I'm being generous here. Yeah. But we'll keep them up there. Actually, no, should we? I don't know, because I'm just looking at the rest and I'm wondering... Okay, for example, Loba. The Loba skin... we will go ahead and put the Loba skin. Yeah, I don't think it's S either. I don't think it's as good as the Caustic one, and I'll tell you why. I love the design, but there is so much going on the sides of it that it's like a bit too much. And then that middle bit in the helmet, I've never quite liked that. But I do love I love the color scheme. But there's something, it just feels a bit too busy. But I think it's definitely pushing the S tier one. Um, but there's something in the helmet where that bit there in the middle is a bit annoying, and then the costume on the sides, all the stuff hanging off, it feels a little bit too busy. And then the actual finisher where she just stabs the claws into her, I don't think that's as good as the finisher where she like, the finisher in the game where you can just, anyone can get it, the one that I use where she walks up to you slowly, she struts up to you in her heels, and then she bends down and gets right in your face and whispers to you, you should smile more, and then she just points the pistol at your head and shoots you. That is an heirloom finisher. Like, if I unlock this, which I will, I wouldn't be using the heirloom finisher. I'd be using the one that I've got already on her before this one. So I just feel like I can't give it an S because of all those factors. But I love the color scheme of it. I love that kind of like peachy orange glow for the helmet there. And yeah, I just feel like the helmet and the size, there's just like far too much going on. Okay. Pathfinder boxing gloves. I'm going to run out of space here, but I need to put them there. Hey, I know people don't like them. I know they take up a lot of the screen. I know they're annoying, but I'm a massive boxing fan, so I'm going to be a bit biased here. The boxing gloves and Pathfinder, I just think it's such a cool combination. I think it's so silly, it's so stupid. But unlike Mirage being silly and stupid like that, or like this guitar, it fits Pathfinder, and it works because it's you've got two heirlooms essentially. You've got one on each hand as well, and you can literally just punch people in the face, and it's still like just meleeing them. But it's just, I think it's a really really good idea for Pathfinder, and I think A is perfect. Seer, we'll think about you and we'll come back to you. Oh god, we're gonna run out of space, man. These two lines. We need to start thinking. Wait, shall we move some? Shall we move some around? Let me think. Is there anything here gonna go into D tier? No. So I'm actually gonna move some stuff around. Okay. No, no. Well, actually, yeah, I'm gonna move this one down to F tier because I still like this one and this one a little bit more than this. But I think the fact that so much of this is off screen, I just think that's ridiculous. I think they shouldn't be doing that when when you're paying so much money for it. Am I happy with where I put these? I am. Am I happy with where I put all of this? You know what? You know what? I could maybe. No, I'm happy with that, and I'm happy with that. Okay, so we'll go with the Valk heirloom. Now the Valk heirloom, it's definitely B or above. It's not S tier, but I kind of feel like it deserves A. But I'm running out of space in A, and I feel like a lot of these last ones are gonna go in A. Holy shit! I don't know if it's gonna get smaller. I do think it's an A tier because I think just the animations for it as well, with the noodles, the appearance of it, the little blaster things that are kind of exhaust things on the side there, and yeah, the sound of it, the animations, it's just the way she holds it, the fact that when she's flying you can still see it and everything. Yeah, I think it's a solid A tier. Let's do some ones that we know are not going to be in there. Seer, I'm going to put in D. I've never really been into Seer. I like this heirloom. I do like the weapon, but I just think it's nothing special. It's like, it's mainly the color scheme that I don't like. The gold and silver, it's like a bit. well, the kind of, I can't really see exactly, and I'm trying to go off the top of my memory mainly, but yeah, the color is just a bit bland with it. I like the little dots that open up, but it just feels like there's something missing here. It doesn't feel, you know, as special as like a lot of these ones. So we'll put that in D. Now, Horizon, Horizon. I love. Okay, let me talk about the Horizon one. Horizon one is B. I love this. Okay, I do love it. I just don't like the handle. The handle I think could have been done a lot nicer, but I do think it is pretty cool. What I do love is the ball, the black hole kind of ball with the spikes, and I love the fact it's floating there. Um, the handle, I don't know. I'm not fully sold on it. I don't think it's bad, but I just think there's something where it could have been done a little bit nicer to fit the character a bit more. Um, but yeah, as someone from Scotland, I do like the design of it, and yeah, it's a good solid heirloom. It's not bad at all. Like the Bangalore one, if that was your main character, I wouldn't be upset with that. Like, you know, as somebody who's a Watson main or a Mirage main or a Fuse main or a Seer, or even like, you know, I'd be a bit more disappointed with any of these ones than these two. These two are like kind of good solid um, heirlooms. Rampart, again, I'm gonna put Rampart in C. I like it. I do like it. I like the fact that it's a wrench and, you know, she's a mechanic. It also, maybe, I don't know if they meant this, but a lot of games, a lot of classic games, you know, you think back to like old PC games and stuff where the first weapon you get in the game is a wrench that you pick up. Um, you know, and you're attacking with the wrench and stuff. I like that. I like the fact that there's a bit more to it, like the gumball machine at the bottom and stuff. Kind of cool design. Um, and not really bad. Is it B maybe? Because of the gumballs? Are the gumballs making it a B? Uh, no, I think C's fair. Mid tier, mid tier. I mean, look, if you can get all of this, I think unless Rampart is your main, I think all of this, you know, comes before this. That I think that's fair. Now Gibraltar, a lot of people don't like this. I really like this one, but I do think C is a fair place for it again. Um, I love the glow here. A big war axe. I mean, it looks like something big and chunky that would be in his hand. It looks like a solid kind of weapon. Kind of cool. I just think that maybe if they were to redesign that now, they would probably come up with a better design. But yeah, not a bad heirloom at all. Now we're down to 3 mythic skins. Okay, the Valkyrie one, I think this is maybe. I don't think any of the mythic skins are below B. So I'm going to put the Valkyrie one there. I think it's very clean. The only thing I would say, I think the finisher with this is awesome. But I just think that when you look at this, I don't see this as being. I don't see it as being a mythic skin worth this money. I mean, when I think about the money, that's where I get a little bit annoyed again because I'm like, I got the what do you call it, the birthright skin, the one that you got on launch day. You see the skin you see in the game of a lot of people that have this blue and yellow with the Apex Predator logo on it. The original one was the kind of the best one where it was like red and yellow with like a kind of burgundy wine red like inner suit part. Like that skin is much better than this, I think, and that's just a legendary, you know. So I think B is fair for that. Uh, Revenant, my boy. Revenant, my boy. Revenant. I am not the hugest fan of this night skin. I'm gonna put it in B. There is the Revenant launch bundle where you get like the silver scar. It's been the silver kind of armored thing with the skull face, and then you get the with the green eyes, and then you get the recolor where it's all black with the green eyes. That came with that flat line with the bones on the back that's like really slim. That is like a better kind of skin than this. I feel like. I feel like this just doesn't look great. The final one, it just looks like a kind of knight armor. It just feels like they wanted to pair it up with the what do you call it, the Eva 8 skin that came out in the Battle Pass. But I just think that this overall with the finisher, yeah, and with the flight animation, you know, it's kind of a good package, but I just think they could have done a better skin. It looks more. It doesn't look as evil as it could look, I guess, is the thing. It doesn't look as evil and creepy as it could look. It looks kind of a bit more on the cheesy side, which is a bit disappointing. Like, for example, I'm happy just having this heirloom with the banner frame and then using one of my legendary skins that I think fits nicer than having this, you know. And the Wraith, finally, the Wraith mythic skin will put in a. I feel like, is it S tier? No, I feel like once again, like the Loba one, there's a lot going on, like on the back of the cape, the hair, like the eyes. I mean, there's like lots of different things. I think like the Bangalore one, I think if they toned down some of the metallic bits on here and used different material, different kind of just textures and stuff, they could have made it a lot nicer. Um, the finisher as well, where she just throws out these two like kind of whips. It's an awesome finisher, but like, why is that? Why is that Wraith? I don't get like where has Wraith ever done that? Like these big like energy style elastic like blue whip things come out and like picks you up and slams you down. I mean, why is there not like a finisher that incorporates like something like the void, where you take them into the void and then you like carve them up in the void or something, and then you come back out of the void, something like more fitting of Wraith. I just feel like they designed something really cool, but not something that was for that character with that character in mind. This feels like, and then having to do like the all the hair like this, like it just seems a bit, I don't know. There's something that I like it, okay, but there's something that's just a bit off for me that didn't sell me as much as like when I saw this skin, I was like, God, I need to get that. I need to start maining Caustic now. You know, when you see these mythic skins, you should be like, holy shit, I want to main that character now. And Caustic's one did that for me, but that one didn't. And I think this is, but overall, look, I'm putting all of these in A, so although I'm focusing on a lot of the things I dislike about some of these ones, and you know, some of them, that keep in mind, that's because these all cost the equivalent of free, brand new released PS5 games, you know? I would say Xbox, you know, games, but there's no games on Xbox, we all know that. So, that's a joke, calm down for anyone in the chat. I'm a bigger Xbox fan than any of you. I've got a bigger Xbox collection than any of you. I'm just making a joke. But yeah, overall, I think the only ones that are true S tier, and you can maybe argue that this one should be up here alongside that, okay? But I think with this one being out, I think, yeah, we need to keep it like that. And I will say as well, the only one we don't actually have in here is the new Octane skin, which I'll just tell you I would put in A alongside it. And then the other one is the Universal Heirloom, the Final Fantasy Buster Sword. Now, I did get to try that out, obviously, in the game without getting to keep it. You know, you got to try it out while the event was on. Now, the Buster Sword, if we take aside the fact that it's a Final Fantasy weapon and we don't, like, jump on nostalgia and, like, start freaking out and we all just calm down for a second, I think the Buster Sword is genuinely around about C or B. Maybe a B, because it's got such a cool sound effect and it feels like it's like really like vroom, 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 vroom. It feels like you're smacking the shit out of them with something heavy, and the sound is awesome, but it's really plain and it takes up a lot of the screen and it kind of gets in the way. So I would say it's probably a B, the Buster Sword, and the Octane Recolor would be in A with that. But that's my tier list, so thanks for watching, guys, and peace.